These are our special angles, multiples of 30, 45, 60, and they show up in our circle like this. Okay, so these are the angles we want. The ratios that we're looking for when we solve these equations are going to be, just make sure that looks, that's pi over 3. So the ratios we're looking for 1, 2, root 3 triangle, and the 1, 1, root 2 triangle, and the 30, 60, and the 45 triangle. So those are important to know. You want to really know this circle, okay, where the special angles are on the circle, not just for this unit, but for the previous units as well. Okay, for the trig, the circle trig unit as well, we did a lot of work on that. So we need to be very familiar with these ratios, okay, or these two triangles. Okay, so we can solve trig equations algebraically. What we're looking for is these ratios, 0 and 1, when we talk about the four poles, right? East, north, west, south. Okay, those are when we have positions of 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 0, negative 1. And then we have our 45 degree and we have our 30, 60 degree ratios. So when we solve these equations, we want to make sure we solve for theta 1 and theta 2. Okay, so we've done this before. We've done this more informally, but we're going to do this a little bit more formally now. So solving for this, I'm going to solve algebraically. Now we've looked at the solutions to these graphing, but we're going to solve these now algebraically, which means then we're going to undo all the algebraic pieces. We have a minus times 2. We have to undo the cosine with arc cos, and then we have another times 2 we need to undo. So first step is I need to solve for the cosine. Okay, so I need to add 1, divide by 2. Okay, once I solve for the cosine, I need to solve that. To solve that without a calculator, I need a picture that can draw me this 1/2 ratio. Now, if this ratio was not a special angle, we would need a calculator, but it is a special angle ratio, so we don't need a calculator. We know that the ratio of 1 to 2 is my 60 degree, and it also is in quadrant 4 as my negative 60 degree. So when I solve this then, the angle 2x is, and we need to use radians, I'm going to use the 60 degrees in radians. That's theta 1, and I also have to make sure that I solve for theta 2, because there's two possibilities here. There's one down here. Now I'm going to use the positive version. Now there's nothing wrong with negative pi over 3, but we would sometimes ask for the positive version of this, so make sure that you convert that into its coterminal angle of 5 pi over 3. Once I've done that, I can solve for x. Okay, so I need to undo the rest of the algebra. That's going to be pi over 6 divide by 2. Divide by 2 here. I'm going to get 5 pi over 6. The period, okay, since this is only one solution of the period, this is only one period worth of solutions, we need to make sure that we add on the generalization that we're going to have repetitions every pi, because remember that's our horizontal compression. So our period, I'm just going to write that over here, our period is equal to pi. So our repetitions happen every pi.